Derrick, you and Beeline's notoriously hard on the point guards. How long did it take you to adjust to that? I mean, was it the first month, half a year last year to kind of get used to that's the way he is?
Well, pretty sure people know my dad was my coach. So, I was used to tough coaching my entire life. So it fazed me a couple times, but I know he has his best interest in the team, and me and being a point guard, I'm a big part of it. So I never really took it personally. So I just looked at it as a part of helping the team.
How different is your relationship with him this year? I mean, because you're a year in and you guys went through all these experiences together last year, do you guys have a different relationship? Has it evolved? Is he more aggressive with you now and able to kind of challenge you more and stuff like that?
I believe he challenged me more, but more so he trusts me a lot more.
What's an example of how he trusts you?
I just let me make the decisions out there and call and sets, and when I see something, I just think he has a lot more confidence in me this year.
Did that change in Italy? I mean, is that when the first time you saw it? Like that he had that trust in you, or was it in practice? Or?
It was more so towards the end of last year, but as the weeks and months went by, it was just growing each day at workouts and practice and stuff like that.
Who was tougher on you, him or your dad?
I would say it's about even. It's about even.
How are they different?
It's just their approach. Coach B is he cares a lot about us as players and think of us all as his son. But actually being him being my father, it was a different approach. Like more so, like you got to get it done.
Derrick, you feel beyond your years, maybe a little bit. That's a young team. You're only a sophomore, but you're point guard. You're a leader of this team. Do you feel maybe a little bit older than you actually are?
Sometimes I do. We jog out here to practice and just see how many young guys we got, and just knowing that all those guys are just looking at every move you make and just building habits of the things you're doing. It just makes you think and think team first, and just know that you're not just out here playing for yourself. You're out here playing for the younger guys, and just making sure they build great habits.
Does that make you want to shoulder a little bit more responsibility?
Of course, as a point guard, you want to shoulder a lot of responsibility, but like I said, I'm just want to help the younger guys, gain great habits. So, just any way I can be a great example for them, I'm happy to be so.
Is that kind of crazy to you? I mean, you're just entering your second year in the program, and you're already expected to be a leader because of the lack of experience on it.
I don't think it's very different. It's just, of course, I didn't think I'd had to be a leader this early, but as my personality, I always wanted to be a leader. So. It's times when I struggle, but more so than often, I'm comfortable doing so.
Coach talked about this year kind of being blind faith both ways, where you guys got to trust they know how to handle a team with young veterans, and they're trusting in you guys and a lot of these freshmen to step in and go right away. Is that almost more exciting though, that you guys don't know what to expect yet? Whereas last year, you had all the expectations, and the expectation was already set. This year, it's kind of, we're going to wait and see how this all comes out.
I think it's more exciting the fact that if you think about it, we kind of control our faith on how quick we grow up and start to gel as a unit. So I think it's a lot. It's very exciting.
What was the point? You talked about it a little bit earlier. Just the point last year where you got it. Maybe the game slowed down a little bit, and you were just like, all right, this isn't butterflies anymore. This isn't freaking you out.
I'll probably say the end of non-conference, start of conference season was kind of my breaking point when I started to see the game, with a different set of eyes. And, just from that point, I didn't want to look back. So from that point, I just wanted to, just keep helping the team win as many games as possible.
Derrick, a lot of talk going on with you, Karis, and Zach, kind of looked at as the big three. I mean, you guys are making strides, with your game and everything, but just talk about making strides as teammates coming together to be leaders for the Wolverines this season?
Like anybody would know that out of this group, we probably the close-knitted guys. We kind of join at the hip. We're always around each other, so us emerging as leaders is that much easier. We can always point out each other's flaws. So us being great friends is, it helps us be better leaders for the younger guys.
Is there a dynamic in that relationship? There's three guys, so is there the funny one, the quiet one? Who kind of plays what role in that?
It varies on the day. So it's, the funny guy may be Cam one day, and the quiet guy may be Karis. And it just varies on a day-to-day basis.
Seeing Karras go through, obviously you never want to see a guy go through an injury, but it seems like that he's coming back well from it. What has it been like to just kind of see him come back from that injury, and what have you kind of been doing personally to help him out to get him back to the player that he was?
It was hard to see him, rolling around on the boot after, just seeing him play at a high level. But, my main thing was to make sure he was, always encouraged that, he would come back stronger and, faster and better. So my main role in that, him coming back was just, be a great friend and teammate.
A final question for you, Derrick. I know you've been asked a lot today, but I asked you myself, but just talk about a little bit that responsibility of being a point guard. Big Ten is a point guard driven league. Beeline, we've talked about what he expects out of it. Sophomore, your expectations for yourself and maybe with the expectations from the guys coming from around you.
Like everybody in this locker room, or in this blue jersey, we just want to compete for championships. So anyway, in any aspect that we can help each other and as a team, meet that goal. Everyone wants to buy in and just give all they got, help win. So as far as expectations, my personal goals are, just to make sure my team is successful at the end of the year, that we're happy with what we've done for the past months or so.
So appreciate your time.
No problem.